Hey everyone, welcome back. I thought I'd just do a quick little tour of the Workbench here. Some of the tools that I use for playing around, fixing, learning electronic stuff. Let's have a quick look. So first up, I've got two power supplies. I have an LPS 152, and this is a adjustable 6-volt 5-amp output, and it has a dual tracking plus minus 25 volt 1 amp output. You can bridge the 25 volt output to get 50 volts out of it if you want. So that was a good eBay find. Underneath it is my HP 6205C dual power supply. 2 independent channels. It will do up to 40 volts at 0.3 amps or up to 20 volts at 0.6 amps. And nice solid unit, no fan, no noise, does what it needs to do. This is my Tech CFG 250 2 megahertz function generator. Again, nice piece of equipment, was in good condition, works well. Underneath it is a Tech CMC 250 frequency counter. This will go from 5 Hz to 1.3 gigahertz. Underneath that is an HP 5314A universal counter, and that'll go up to 100 megahertz and can do things like showing the ratio between two different waves. This is a nice one. This has a TCXO built into it, so it was a nice option, good find. Under this is my HP 3478A multimeter. This is a 5-digit multimeter, very accurate. You can find these for a good price on eBay. People don't like them because of the LCD display. It's not backlit. It can be a little hard to read, but it's a good way to get an inexpensive, high accuracy counter. Up here is the Unity UTG 932E. I did a little video about that. That was purchased new off of Banggood for under $100. Not a bad little piece of equipment. This is my Tektronix CFG 253 3 megahertz function generator. Just an upgrade from the CFG 250. Below it is a Tech CDM 250 3.5 digit multimeter. Nothing special. This is my oscilloscope. This is a Tech 2445 150 megahertz 4-channel scope. Don't have a fancy digital scope yet. Maybe someday, but so far this is doing what I need it to do. Over here, let me turn it on. This is an old Micronta Radio Shack True RMS multimeter. Doesn't get used much, but I thought I'd put it out. Surprisingly, still pretty accurate. I like that it does diode capacitance. It does transistor test. Believe it or not, it also has a frequency counter in it. Actually, does a lot. It's a pretty good little meter. Underneath there is a Keithley 168 auto ranging multimeter, and then underneath that is my Keithley 179 True RMS multimeter. You can find these surprisingly cheap on eBay. Usually, I mean, like under $100, somewhere around maybe 50, 60 bucks. A lot of times they're pretty beat up. The 179 was calibrated and refurbished by the person I bought it from. The one above it wasn't. The case was horrible, but I went and I repainted it. I gave it a nice paint job, and it looks pretty good. This monitor here is showing the Open Handtech 6022 digital scope software, and that goes with my little Handtech digital scope here. Let me see if I can slide that out. It's in there pretty good, but anyway. This is a supposedly 20 megahertz digital scope. It's not bad actually. It's good. It'll do an FFT. So I've used that to fool around with a little bit. The computer running all of this is an old Core 2 Duo Mac Mini. Has 3 gig of RAM in it. It's running Debian 6 Linux on it. It's so old you can't really put a good operating system on it, but it I just go quick here. It's pretty good. I also have PulseView on here. PulseView is by SIGROC, and this is logic analyzer software. So, and it's hooked up to the internet, so I can look stuff up and all that. Down here I've got a hot air soldering station, a regular soldering station, some supplies. This is my Octopus. This is basically hooked up to an oscilloscope as a curve tracer, so you can test components, identify unknown components and whatnot. It's pretty good. This is a little bit of Arduino stuff I have going on. This is an Arduino Explorer kit that I've been playing with. This is an SPI display that's just counting and hooked up to an Arduino Nano here. That's on a little breakout board. In there, you've got a power supply for my laptop and an isolation transformer. Good thing to have on your bench. Over here, for when I do play with some audio stuff, this is an old DoD mini amplifier. I think it's just based around, it's old, it doesn't sound great, but, makes things louder, so it does what it needs. Shelves, various bits and bobs of crap. That's just got some parts. We got some hard drives there, a couple USB voltage testers. This is my collection of multimeters. I've got 2 Fluke 70s, a Series 2 and a Series 3. I've got my Unity clamp meter. The 2 gray cases have got my Fluke 87. It's got my Beckman 25XL, and that's my Fluke 27 FM on there. More stuff, components. These are some cheap Saley rip-off logic analyzers. I've got 2 of those. Some components, a little thermometer, some cables. Up here, this little radio kit I built that I got as a gift. Another old AM radio in the back. Some cables. That's my amp testing box, so I can put the clamp meter on, so I can check current for AC stuff. Cables, more cables, lots of cables, and that's about it. I've been putting together some shelving here just to put stuff I don't use too much. I've got my color TV signal generator there. It's my broken leader oscilloscope that hopefully I'll fix one day. Vector scope, waveform monitor, composite video monitor, and some various tools. A little bit of video stuff up there, extra monitors. And that's about it. That's the nickel tour, as they say. So, if leave any questions or stuff or whatnot about any of the gear down below, and see you guys soon.